Okay, today is, let me show you. There you go. 49 degrees in here. 12:24, which is Christmas Eve. 250, the battery's flashing. And the temp outside is 34. Not saying what the temp was last night. I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, 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 and then the good. I'll show you the bad first. Came in the house last night. The furnace doesn't want to work. It's only 4 years old. Anyway, I'll show you what was wrong with it and how it got fixed. Oh, need light, don't we? Well, we got none, can't afford it. Okay, so we got a good one. I'm not too impressed with it. Anyway, turn some light on for you. Last night, what it does is, this burner would turn on, run for, I don't know, 15 seconds and shut off. Keep doing it over and over and over and over and over. Anyway, I tried all these sensors, couldn't figure it out. It ended up being, where is she at? That right there. That is right there. It's like a rod. It tells you, I guess it was triggering off because there's a lot of moisture. Didn't know this, just learned this. And I was told to use a dollar bill to clean it. Don't use sandpaper or anything like that. Anyway, last night, needless to say, I'm tapping on everything. I can see this little black thing right there going click, click. Every time it would turn on and off, turn on and off. Yeah, I got it rigged with a screw right now. Okay, as I'm taking the cover off, you know I broke this. There you go. Then she wants to vibrate. See, there's a little piece still gone, but that big piece was, I had to super glue in because she wanted to go, once I got it running, going, yeah, nice vibration through the house. Okay, that's the bad. The good is, it's still working, or it's working now. I tell you how we got to that point, because I'm not a furnace man, okay? And I'm gonna tell you some more bad, then I'll tell you some good. Yeah, we'll leave it on a good note, because it seems like my videos don't end up on a good note, so they're gonna end up on a good note this time. Snow on the ground, lovely. Anyway, so I go to bed knowing that the furnace ain't working. So I get up, and there ain't no heat in the house. Yep, so I get up at 9 o'clock. Well, let me veer off to something else first. I'll tell you, like Paul Harvey says the rest of the story. I liked this passage. Good works do not produce good character. Good character produces good works. I like that. Okay. I was working on this last night. This is a crown. Yeah, that's a box. Side to side. And I added this box. And usually when I do these, I untake the hinges. So the cover just lifts off. For some reason, I don't know why, I didn't do that. What I did is welded those on. And I put the sander I tend to use a lot when I do grinding on toolboxes. I don't know if I can do this one-hand man, but there's 2 holes. There you go, one there, one there. It'll sit on those bolts. Just enough so it won't, well, you know, I can't do it one hand. And then I modified this on here. I know I got carried away. I was supposed to be done. But I don't like this latch at all. I got a sander in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rob that latch right there and put it on that box. Most of my time was spent doing this. Okay. See, this is the one for California IA. These are welded on. These are permanent. Robson Towing. See, look right there? I cut it. There's a reason. Took a while to do it. And then underneath, for the lock mechanism, what I did is, if I can get it off, there we go. Okay, undid that, put a hinge on it. And welded the corners to reinforce it. And that nut goes through the floor so it locks it in. And then I made like a Mickey Mouse nut. What I would call, because it looks like Mickey Mouse to me. Okay, so that'll latch back up and the door can slide. Then, this slides out. So I can open this up. I'll slide a little bit more. Come on. There we go. It's just in here with a couple pop rivets for now. You can get your stuff, your little drawers, slide it back in. There we go. See, you got to take those little things off to get it off. All you do is bend them back. There we go. Okay, you still with me? That's a good. Another good thing is, I got a torque wrench, but this is an inch-pound wrench. And when I used to drive high-low, they were throwing in the garbage. It's called Brodo. Okay, it's an inch torque wrench. And they broke the mechanism off, and they was going to throw it in the garbage. The funny thing is, see, you could still torque it. But why would you want to untorque it? That's what, because it was broke the other way, so I took it apart and fixed it so it's an inch-pound wrench. They're going to throw it away. Anyway, the reason I got that out. Yeah, let me veer here. Because tomorrow, which will be Christmas, I'm not impressed at all. Not at all. Not impressed. This pump was bought in 1107. 5 years ago. It's got a 5-year warranty, but now it's 2012. It's about almost a month past the warranty, so it's on me. What she's doing is, she's knocking. Not real bad, but she's knocking. It's enough for me to know, you know what? It's time to go in there, and I don't want to. What I plan on doing is taking that off right there. Drain the oil and pull the whole head off. I think something come unglued down in here. A bolt, I hope it ain't wore, because them parts ain't cheap. This new Kellogg, not impressed at all. Not at all. I think it's just a Kellogg name. That's what I believe. Because old Kellogg pumps did not put a sticker on their shit. So now I got to pull this pump apart and find out, because I maintain this pump. I take care of it real well. Change oil, everything. Anyway, that's bad. So I got to work on that. Okay. I said I was going to end up on a note of good. Oh, here's some more bad. When you're plasma cutting and these little pieces fall on the floor, let me show you what I mean right here. Little pieces of metal fall on the floor and burn. Well, if you have cement, it won't burn, but it burns. Watch what you're doing, because the compressor was running like crazy yesterday, and I had earplugs on in the mask because I was grinding, because I didn't smell the smoke until I took the earplugs out going psst. Yeah, a little piece got on the hose and I had to cut it off. Yeah, there you go. Had to replace that. Okay, let's get to the good. Slow SRT. There's some hats that I don't use. Everything in the box is yours. Okay, I'll be sending that out. Okay, this worked out really well. Lord knows I go through this enough. Heat toffee creamer. Well, it fits in there real tight. Then I can dip that thing in my oil and it doesn't get knocked over. That works really good. Okay, now let's get to the bad, and then we'll finish off with the good. Oh, before I get sidetracked, which I always do. Commercial break. How many minutes it's been? I don't know. This is one thing I was thinking today. You know, when you're a little kid, your parents tell you about Santa Claus. It's cool. I always thought it was kind of a rip-off because we didn't have upstairs, and I always read in those books that the kids in the morning run downstairs, get all the presents, because Santa was there. Okay? That always bothered me. Another thing is that we always celebrate Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day. My family's always done that. Anyway, so you tell your kids when they're small that Santa Claus brought these presents. It's cool. I understand that. But why is it when they realize when they get older that there is no Santa Claus, those same parents don't tell their kids what Christmas is really all about? It's not Christmas, it's Christ's massacre. It's what it is. But anyway, let's move on. I'll tell you the story with the heater. It's going to start out bad and it's going to end up good. Try to be positive as much as possible. I called Moeller Furnace at 9 o'clock this morning because it got no heat. Me and Mama got to take a shower and go to my mom's house. Matter of fact, we got to leave here in 20 minutes. My mom always claims I'm late, but I'm not. It's not because of me why I'm late. You husbands know. Anyway, I'm not even going to go there. Call Moeller's, whatever. Oh, let me backtrack for a minute. Christmas Eve is not a holiday. If you want to say it's a holiday, that's fine. Point is, it's not a holiday because when the mailman delivers mail on a Monday on Christmas Eve, that tells me it's not a holiday because they get every holiday off. Now, hating, just stating. Now, this Moeller dude, Moeller on Apple, heating and cooling, I called him at 9 o'clock sharp. Tell him, my furnace ain't working, what I got. You got parts? He said, I don't know, it may be in the van. Pause, was silent. Okay, this is what it's doing. It's coming on, igniter's coming on, lighting the fire, and then it runs for about 20 seconds, shuts off, and recycles again. He says it's a relay board. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe it's right because it clicks. How much is that? A couple $100. Okay. Do you have that? I don't know. It's in the van. Maybe. Silence again. I'm getting perturbed at this moment. Because I had mentioned I ain't got fucking heat. Okay. So I say to him, because I'm on the edge of snapping, are you open today? And this is what he says. Depending on if it's emergency or not. I hung up the fucking phone. Okay, now I thought about it. He thinking it's a holiday, which if he wants to is fine. He's at work, probably one man on call, and he's pissed off. Oh, I forgot to tell you. While I'm talking to him, he's lighting up a cigarette. That's fine, I heard it. Probably a crack pipe. Anyway, that's what I think. He didn't want to go on a service call because he felt that it was a holiday, which it's not because the postman says it's not a holiday, because they work anyway, because they get every holiday, already stated all that shit. So I just hung up on him. I thought, okay, now what? Because I decided right then and there. Sometimes I'll absorb people's shit because I need help. And I thought, you know what? I don't want this motherfucker in my house. If he can fix it right now over the phone, I don't want this motherfucker in my house. I'm not dealing with these goddamn people. So I'll call another one. Richard's Heating. It's on South Sternberg. Call him. Man, I hope this video ain't gonna be a long time. Call him and the phone rings about 7 times. I'm ready to hang up the call. Next guy. He picks up, I tell him, I say, you know, I told him what's scenario, what's going with the heater. And he says, I can talk you through it over the phone. I said, I'm not a heating and cooling man, guy. I don't know about this. He says, I can talk you through it. Or I can come out there and charge you $100. But I can talk you through it. And I'm hesitating because I've already checked the sensor stuff. I'm thinking, okay, dude, walk me through it. He's an older guy. Go downstairs, he tells me to look at the burners, and he says, look to the left or the right, and there'll be a rod. He says, take that rod out. He said, don't use sandpaper, use a dollar bill. Why, I don't know. I didn't question him. I just did what he told me to do. He said, clean that. He said, is there moisture? And I said, yeah, there is moisture in this basement in the summertime. Anyway, he said, put it back in. And I pushed the button. And he goes, I don't hear it firing. I said, it's old like me. And he laughs. So, lo and behold, it fired up. I'm like, son of a bitch. I told the guy, you know what? I'm really good about bitching about people on and on and on. But you know what? I need to reverse that and say how much I appreciate you for helping me on the phone. Because you didn't have to. Oh, in the meanwhile, while I'm on the phone, let me rewind. I got the phone like this, take that thing up, and it disconnected the phone because I called him. So I just laid it down. He called me right back. That blew me away. Anyway, I told him, you know, I appreciate this. I owe you. And he said, you don't owe me nothing. Just have a nice Christmas. I said, you know, I got your address. And I got your phone number. In 2013, I'm going to make it right with you. He goes, no, just have a good Christmas. And he hung up. Okay. Hour later, he calls back again. I think his name was Milo, I believe. So my wife said. He called and he was checking to see if the furnace was still working. Then I told him, I said, that little wheel's broke and it's vibrating. He goes, yeah, the bearing might wear out and you know, you're gonna want to replace that. I said, okay. He said, you get the part number, model number, I can order it for you. I said, okay. I said, once again, I owe you. He goes, no, you don't owe me nothing. I said, you know what? This is how it's gonna be. I'd like to take you out for lunch sometime. He goes, you don't owe me nothing. I said, I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. I said, I'm a pretty, how do I say it? What did I say to him? I said, I'm pretty, I don't know, I just told him I was fucking different kind of cat. Okay? I said, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna come to your house on a given day, and I'm gonna rat-a-tat-tat on the door. And I'm gonna persuade you to let me take you out for lunch for my appreciation to you. Or the other option is, I'm gonna stand there until you call the police to drag me off your property. And he laughed. And so we're gonna go to some restaurant, I don't know where it is. He said, come over sometime next week. And I told him I lived on Kingsley. And he laughed, and he used to have a business down there when he was younger. Okay. I gave him my address, and I said, you can stop over anytime. And I started telling him about where I lived, and the liquor store and stuff. And I said, a garage. Before I could even finish the garage, that's how I explained to where I live. It's by the garage. He goes, you got fire on it? I go, yeah. How do you know that? He goes, I've seen the garage. Looks like it's on fire. And I always get a smile when I drive by. Wow. Anyway, that's the good part. Peace of mind, peace of oneself, peace on earth, rest in peace. Bigger piece of pie, piece of action, piece of the puzzle, piece of pussy, piece of pizza, corn dog. And when the big dogs get all done eating, even puppies get a piece of something, motherfucker. And I'm gonna cut this short because I don't know how long this video's been. Enjoy your Christmas. Tell your loved ones, the ones you love, take them to the side and tell them you love them. Because sometimes you might not have another opportunity to do it. It's the first Christmas without my old man. It's gonna be all right. But if my old man was here, I'd tell him I love him, just like I always did. Don't miss the opportunity, people. You don't always get a second chance. Peace.